Happy Friday. It's Good Friday, and it's a good Friday. Now, you may be sitting at home thinking, what is this guy talking about? Hasn't he heard of this thing called coronavirus that has us all stuck inside our houses on Easter weekend? It's a beautiful weekend outside, and there's nowhere to go. We can't go to church. We can't go celebrate with our family and friends. We can't have Easter dinner. If you celebrate Passover, we can't go to temple or get together to celebrate with our family or friends. Why is this a good Friday? And, it's really a good time to sit back and reflect what was going on the first Easter or the first Passover when, it was really a pretty bad time for both cultures. At the time of Jesus, right now on Good Friday, Jesus came back into Jerusalem, was betrayed by his people, and put to death, and died on Good Friday. And it was a bad thing, but it was a sign of good times to come. And then, when he finally did come back and appear to his disciples, they were all sheltered inside a back room, hiding away, kind of like we are in our houses right now, because they were scared. But there were good things to come. And similarly for the Jews, they were enslaved in Egypt, and then God brought along these plagues, and finally the last of which was to kill all the firstborn sons of the Egyptians. And the Jews had to hide inside their house, scared and afraid, but paint lamb's blood on their door so that the spirit would pass over and not kill all their firstborns. But then, they were exiled from Egypt and, went on to do great things. So we are all sitting inside our houses this weekend on a beautiful weekend, and we could be thinking about all the things that we're missing out on, all the things that we can't do because of coronavirus. Or we could be looking at, we really don't understand this right now. It's a bad time, and we would rather all be doing different things. But maybe there's something good to come of this. Now, I'm someone who firmly believes that, God does help us in our world, but God helps those who help themselves and works through people. And whatever God you believe in, I believe that, the people in this world are kind of manifestations of that higher power, whoever it is, God, the universe, Allah, Muhammad. Well, Muhammad was a prophet, but, whatever God you believe in, that probably works through people. And right now, that, I'm going to just say God because that's what I believe in, is working through the doctors and the nurses in the hospital on the front lines facing this, working through the scientists that are looking to find a cure and find either antivirals or things that we can at least test and see if we're immune so that we can finally get back out into the world. That there are a lot of good things going on. And you look among just kind of the general everyday people, we're helping people out more. We're trying to do goodwill to the people who can't get out. We're making all kinds of innovations in technology to help us be able to go on despite this. And probably if we'd been left to just our everyday routine, we probably wouldn't have made all these innovations. In fact, the old saying goes, necessity is the mother of innovation. Mother of invention. That we could have just been complacent in our old ways and things just went along working fine. But this big blip in our radar came up, and now we're finding all kinds of new ways to do things that even after we find a solution for this are going to continue to help us and help us move forward in our society. So as we sit inside at home, cooped up on this beautiful Easter weekend or during this Passover, remember, we can get outside, but when instead of thinking about all the things that we cannot do, let's take this time just to look at how we can make the future better. What do we want ourselves to look like when this is all done? Do we have something that we could improve? Either learn a new skill, take a course online, find a new exercise routine that you can do at home or some new activity. I haven't been on my rollerblades in years, but having a great time going out and doing that as a means of exercise because I can't get to the gym. Are we doing everything that we can to support our health in a time when health is very, very, very important. Are we eating right? Are we getting enough sleep? Are we managing stress in this crazy, stressful world? Are we active, or are we just sitting at home close to the fridge because it's there? We're stressed out and stress eating, and probably not the best things. We're buying out all the flour and sugar and yeast on the stores. I can't believe it. So there must be a lot of baking going on. Are we doing the things that we need to support our health in this time of need and come out better on the other end? And from a similar standpoint, are we doing everything else we can to just be stronger, healthier, happier, more confident people when this is all done? Now, I hope everyone enjoys their weekend. And if anyone does have anything they'd like to talk about, just if you're stressed and you need someone to reach out to, or if there is something that we can help you here with at Movement for Life to help improve your health in the future, whether that be starting a new exercise routine, getting over some ache or pain that you just haven't been able to get rid of on your own, or just helping you to make better choices in your diet. We'd be happy to help you out with any of those things. And yes, we are still open for in-person appointments if you do want to come into the office, but for people who either need to stay home or would just, they prefer to be safe and there's no real reason that they need to come into the office, we're also offering online health coaching visits where, we can see over the internet through these technological miracles that we're having and help you out from the comfort of your own home. So happy Easter, happy Passover, happy just spring if you don't celebrate either of those, and have a great, good Friday.